Hey guys, this is Trash telemarketer, and today's review is on the 2024 Arcteryx Ski Guide Jacket. This jacket is only available to industry professionals, so that's patrollers, ski guides, people like that. You know who you are. Anyway, if you are one of those people and you want to buy this jacket, there's not a lot of information about it online, and Arcteryx website is mediocre. At any rate, I really like this jacket. It's made out of 80 denier dope dyed Gore-Tex. Dope dyeing is a process that's a little more environmentally friendly and a little bit better in the sun. And it's got a really good pocket configuration. So it's got 4 pockets, and the 2 pockets down here are super deep, and they go all the way up like this. So if you're one of those people that likes to store a lot of stuff in your pockets, like, that's how far up they go. You can put a ton of stuff in there. That's pretty nice. Like right now I'm using it for my coffee so that I don't have to open up my main zipper to get at my coffee. But you know, if you're a guide and a professional, you're gonna carry a lot of stuff. Like for me, I've got a bunch of GoPro batteries and equipment in here. And I really like that feature. It's just nice to have nice big pockets. It's also got radio pockets. So if you look at the inside of the jacket, there's these pass-throughs, and so you can route your radio stuff through there. Not really sure how useful that is. I don't use that type of radio or headset, so that feature doesn't really affect me, but it does also have a spot right. Can you see it, Kai? For the push to talk. It's right here, right?
Underneath the hood.
Where is it? Oh, right here.
Yep.
So right here, you can step back, dude. It's got, well, here, we'll just go in real closely. See, it's got a spot for your push to talk. For me personally, I would rather see that on the other side, because I like to keep my airbag trigger and my cell phone on the side. So I like to keep my push to talk on my right side. So in future generations, maybe they'll do that. But again, the radio routing for your push to talk is going to be better going through this pocket, because your push to talk will go into there. So maybe people using different radios find that other feature more useful. Me personally, I use Rocky Talkies and BCA radios, and so I would put it in the pocket and then route just the little wire here and then have the push to talk there. So, but that's a minor thing. The next thing that is really cool about this jacket is it has a tether. So if you look in here, I think this is originally designed for a beacon, but you know, last year I dropped my cell phone off the chairlift at Silverton and it lawn darted into the snow. Fortunately, my Garmin watch has a feature to find it, and I was able to find it, which is pretty amazing. It was like 2 feet lawn darted into the powder. But with this, what I did is I just put a little bungee, and now I could drop my phone and no problem. So that's super cool to have a tether. I think that's a really awesome feature. So the other thing that it has is, if you look at the inside, it's got a drop pocket, and this is a good sign of like what I'm doing with the drop pocket. Right now I've got my gloves in there, but again, it's only got 1 drop pocket. I'd really like to have 2 drop pockets. This pocket, according to the website, is a technology pocket, but it's too small for my cell phone, so I don't really use this pocket, and I'd rather have a big drop pocket. So the material is great. The question is, you know, if you look at the Arcteryx Alpha SV, or if you look at the Saber SV, the severe jackets, they use 100 denier fabric. That fabric is super burly. It's a little more crinkly. Arcteryx probably is privy to some testing that we don't have. I don't know how much more durable the 100 denier fabric is to the 80 denier fabric. I suspect that the 80 denier fabric is probably just as durable. And so I also have an Arcteryx Alpha SV, and we'll see as the seasons go by, because the Alpha SV I use more for ice climbing and backcountry skiing. because of the hood. And so that's one more thing to talk about with this jacket. Now, when I'm skiing, I wear a helmet a lot, so I don't actually use my hood that often. And so this collar is kind of nice in that you know, you can zip it up all the way, and it's maybe a little bit more comfortable than like the storm hood on the Arcteryx Alpha SV. But having said that, in an actual storm, when you put the hood up, like right now, I've got it cinched down, so the hood's kind of like stowed, see? Which is nice, because if you're not using the hood, it's not flapping around. So you pull these cinches, and then it sucks the hood into the collar, and it kind of makes it stow. But when you do use the hood for this jacket, something that you'll see is it's not quite as good of a hood in a storm. It's not quite as protective as the hood on the Arcteryx Alpha SV. So, like there it is. I just put it up. So it doesn't quite cover your face as much with the helmet on. Now, granted, I'm gonna wear a face mask, you know, like a buff in a storm, so it may not be that big of a deal. But things that it's just not quite as good of a hood. So if I think it really depends on your use case. If you're primarily a downhill skier and you're primarily skiing resorts, I think this is a really great jacket. Also, if you're a ski guide like a heli ski guide or somebody like a snowcat ski guide where you're not doing a lot of hiking, I also think this is a really great jacket. But if you're a backcountry skier or a backcountry ski guide and you're doing a lot of hiking, I don't think I actually when I'm doing touring, when I'm ski touring, I'm using my Arcteryx Alpha SV. And that's because this type of collar doesn't play well with other hoods. So when I'm touring, I'm using my soft shell, which has a hood, and I really like having a hood on my soft shell. And when I get my Gore-Tex on, like say I get to the top of the tour and it's windy, or you know, I a lot of times will use my Gore-Tex over my soft shell as a way to add warmth and protection in storms. You can't really do that very well with this jacket because the hood, you either leave that other hood down, which is kind of a waste. You can't really double up on your hoods. So when I'm touring, I use the hood and the soft shell, and then I also double up on the Arcteryx, the Alpha SV hood. So yeah, if you're someone who, like, the reason why I bought this jacket was because of the pockets. I like the pocket configuration because when I'm skiing, especially like resort skiing, I like to carry a lot of things in my pocket like a vest. I really love the tether. I love that there's these two pockets here, and then the big pockets here are just awesome. And my old jacket, which was a Black Diamond Mission shell, had a very similar pocket configuration, but it had a traditional hood. And I think that they really nailed that. But that jacket's been discontinued, and I need to wear bright colors when I'm guiding, because I was having problems wearing all black where my clients was saying they were having trouble seeing me. So that's kind of what prompted the search for new jackets. And so I think this is the best ski jacket on the market right now. It's funny that it's not actually on the market. You have to be a guide to get it. For Arcteryx, I think that they should probably just, if you look at their Sabre SV, which is their flagship, you know, severe weather ski jacket, they just totally missed the mark on that. It's too long. It's supposed to try to fit like some sort of weird, I just don't know what they were doing with that. I guess when I was at the Arcteryx store, the guys were saying that it's like fashionable or something to have a really long jacket. But if they just made like a Arcteryx Alpha SV with this pocket configuration and double drop pockets, that would be a really good ski jacket. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. If you can buy this jacket, I would recommend it. But the hood, you know, the hood is kind of a weird thing. It's good for lifts, bad for backcountry. I do like how the orange, if you see how the hood's got orange on it, I think that's pretty cool to stand out. So that they say Arcteryx does it so that you know, like helicopters and stuff can see you, and I get that. It's also just good for visibility. There's not too many jackets you see on the mountain with that type of hood, so it makes you stand out, and that's good. And I like the material. I think the material is going to be really durable, and I like the pocket configuration. So yeah, to sum up, if you're looking at this jacket, you know, definitely recommend it, but not really for backcountry skiing in my opinion. So lift serve skiing, slack country skiing, heli skiing, cat skiing, snowmobile skiing, stuff like that. But it's not going to play well if you're doing a big tour and you want to throw this on over like a soft shell with a hood. It's not going to do that very well. So yeah, that's where we're at. Have a great season, guys. It's snowing. We're gonna get another powder day. We're up here at Eldora. There's flakes in the air. The backcountry is just awesome. We went a tour on Moffett yesterday, and super deep. So winter's finally here in Colorado, and just enjoy the season and have a great day.